poppin'? What's poppin'? I thought I'd drop in after shopping. Now I'm stopping. Couldn't find nothing worth copping. What's poppin'? I thought I'd go shopping, but I thought I'd drop in if I wasn't. Happy April 8th to you. Happy April 8th to you. We've got a great show today. It's going to be insanely good. Queen Latifah's here. Jordan Joe's here. Surprises. We're going to be giving away stuff. I look really handsome. The jury's still out. What's poppin', everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. It is Saturday, April 8th, in the year of our Lord 2023. I think. I could be wrong about all that. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some insignificant little tiny YouTuber who tries to brighten your day by coming out here amongst the muck and the mire. It's going to be a shit show. You should probably turn off and go do something else. Although, I'm not promising anything. I might do a walk and talk after this. Very good chance. My business partner is at one of my locations in Times Square. It's Magic Hour. It's a Moxie. It's one of my nicest places. You guys have met her. Giselle, the Dominican dragon lady. She's not feeling well. She's got a headache, wants me to bring her some soup. So I might, when I wrap up here, hang up with you guys. And then walk over there to the place. I ain't got it. I can tell. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I ain't got it. Last night I get a phone call, 10:30. Joe, what the hell? What are you doing awake after 8 o'clock? Robert, you must go to my building, get package. Huh? In my building, hallway is package, go. I go, Joe, I don't have a key. No, you will get in. Hour and a half I'm standing over there trying to get in. Ain't nobody letting me in. One person walked in and refused to let me in. I said, I just need to get the package from the old guy. No. I tried. I ain't got no key. You will get in. I didn't get in. Joe, if you're watching, I tried. It's okay, you will get in. Let's start the music. Go woke or go broke. Fox News has lost their mind, and this is a conservative paper, so they've lost their mind too. They disgusted and despise transgender. I don't know why. I think the ones who despise transgender the most suck the most dick. Sorry. Get mad if you want. Why do you care? Why are you sitting at Fox News at home going, oh my God, they got a transgender spokeswoman for the... Kid Rock took a machine gun out to a case of Bud Light and shot the machine gun up. Bud Light, you just lost a customer. I don't know, Kid Rock is a piece of crap. I knew he was a piece of crap, but I didn't know it was this much hateful and despicable and horrible. This is a transgender. Her name is Dylan Mulvaney. She's a spokesperson. And I think Bud Light, it's $1 billion, Anheuser-Busch, $1 billion company, knows what they're doing more than Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson. They're going to have a transgender. Let's face it, guys, that's a man in a dress. What do you care? What do you care? I can't wait until the sex tape of Tucker Carlson doing that comes out. It will at some point. And then he'll have to tell his viewers why for 15 years he was besmirched the LGBTQ plus community. I don't care. I don't drink Bud Light. If I did, I wouldn't. If I drink Coke Zero, If they got RuPaul tomorrow selling Coke Zero, am I going to boycott it? These are evil, horrible people that judge other people that have nothing to do with them. But in the lieu of the Easter season, I shall pray for them. Why is Budweiser using transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney? Why? What do you care? You're the Post. Why do you have a transgender on the front page of your Post? I'll never buy it again. One answer is that it increases their ranking on the corporate equity index, meaning everybody's inclusive. There are companies that have never had a black spokesperson. And there are people who say, I'll tell you what, if they show a black guy selling Clorox, I'll never buy it again. There's people like that. Anyways, it's front page. Whole lot of shit going on in the world, front page. I'm sorry. I don't know if any of you care about me, but I'd appreciate it if you would give me her number. Chalk Spock, a dog peril. Chalk Shock, a dog peril. Now, Chalk Shock. I'm going to assume that's chocolate is bad for dogs. Chalk Shock, a dog peril. First of all, the person who wrote this headline should be punched in the face and fired. It's not cute, it's not whimsical, it's not... Just say chocolate kills your dog. Do that. Chalk Shock, dog peril. I think most people out there watching this right now know that you cannot give chocolate to dogs. It can kill them. Also, you shouldn't feed them chicken bones. Any other bones are good, but the chicken bones, they have a tendency to splinter. Then you got a sharp-ass bone poking through their stomach. Do not feed your cat ibuprofen. You can dress your dogs as Easter bunny, but be sure to keep them away from the chocolates. No shit. This moron should be thrown in jail for writing this piece of crap. It's commonly known that chocolate can be fatal if a dog gets a hold of it. But new stats show that chocolate poisoning in dogs has doubled at Easter time. Chocolate poisoning, a lot of times the dog will get in, you go to the store and you leave your little chocolates on the counter. That dog is going to open them bitches up. They're going to eat. Easter can be an exciting time, but amid the celebration, owners should be remember to keep their careful eye on their pets when there's so much chocolate around. Halloween too. I assume Halloween as well. Dying younger. My career has died 3 years ago. The life expectancy of a New York City resident dropped to 78 years old. I got 18 years left if I'm lucky. Joe's got 3 days left. If he's lucky. It dropped to 78 years old in 2020. It lost 4.5 years in just since 2019. At this rate, it'll be 40 years old by next year. Coronavirus-related deaths had a greater impact on the city's mortality rates. I lost 8 friends during the pandemic. 2 in California, 6 in New York. My business partner lost both her parents. One of my best friends lost his beloved mother. The married couple in my building, the gay couple in my building, almost lost each other. One went blind. For you living wherever you're living and you haven't dealt with coronavirus head on, it was very real. Not a pandemic or a fake this or a fake that. It was very, very, very real. One of my close friends since childhood lived in California, still in the 707. He ain't now. He got on my Facebook. Bob, the mask thing is stupid. You guys in New York, you just don't know. It's just a bunch of cons. They're trying to get rid of Trump. It's all made up. It's all fake. Bill Nessler, my dear friend, since we're 6 or 7 years old. Then about 6-8 months later, I get a Facebook message from his sister. Hey buddy, what's happening? Say, Bob, can you please pray for him? Every single organ in his body failed. Coronavirus. No jab, no mask. That's fine, but I did a whole video on people who were screaming and yelling, "You're stupid, it's not real!" A week later, they're dead. Here she is. She's on the can. Go woke or go broke. This woke word, they use it as a weapon. Woke just means that you're conscious of other people's feelings and situations. That's all. Woke means you're sympathetic or empathetic, or at least aware of the plight of other people in other situations. They have to ram it down your throat. Women, not from Mars. The sexes are different. I get it, and I get everybody here has their own opinion. I'm never going to say you're not a woman if you believe you're a woman. I'm not going to get in a debate about your uterus or your ovaries or your penis. I let you do what you do. This lady here is a perfect example. She was a swimmer, and she's speaking out about transgenders who were. Ooh, look at this big ass mouse. Oh, this poor guy is sick. He's not running around. What are you doing, little guy? Broad daylight. The guy's running around under my feet. I feel the earth. He ran over my shoe. Oh, under my feet. There he is. He's just chilling under the garbage can. Broad daylight. He's either hungry or sick. It's a baby rat. Right now, the first person who comments and hits like and subscribe, I will send you this rat in a box. He is now in the can. He just whoop, went all up inside the can. I feel the earth move under my feet. Guys, transgenders are here. I know some of you don't want to hear that. They're here. They have rights. Well, they do now. And they're going to be closed off soon if we don't vote. Anyways, this woman here had complained about, she's a swimmer. She went and gave a speech. And then what do you think is going to happen when you give a speech full of rhetoric and hatred? A whole bunch of transgenders showed up in that hallway and chased her into a bathroom. She sat in there for 3 hours crying. I don't advocate violence. I advocate love. 5 pages on why transgender is bad. That's what the New York Post has to do on today. Look at this guy. I brought you the Boogie Bob exclusive yesterday. The rookie cop shot, laying on a sidewalk. They got his ass. Have fun in prison, my friend. This guy right here is going to take you for a little joyride down a back alley. Now, you're going to get stomped a few times, probably get a broken leg, kicked in the nuts a bunch of times, but you'll be all right. Have fun in Rikers. Have fun in Rikers. Fuentes. Yes, officer? The guy coming in today, I need him to do a little dance on the yard. I need him to do a little hokey pokey and a little hooky dookie. Don't worry, I'll get you some top ramen in your commissary. This guy's gonna have a very rough time, right? You think he's celebrating because he shot a cop. Cops run that place. He's given the finger to the whole city. The violent gunman who shot a rookie cop in Queens this week flipped the bird. Oh, that's him flipping the bird. There he is. Screw you guys, I'm defiant. I'm a tough guy. All right. See how you flipping the bird when your roommate's all up in you. David Spraggins, 22, was ordered held without bail on attempted murder of a police officer. He tried to claim the gun he used to shoot the officer in the hip on the bus went off accidentally. It was just an accident. Just an accident. There's a gun. Oh, you're going to have a nice life, my friend. 22 years old. I can't imagine. Teen busted in a sleigh of peers. This is a horrific, horrible story out of Florida. They found 3 teenagers dead. I know one was a 16-year-old white girl. I don't know who the others were. Found them dead. One on the side of the road. The next night, her friend was found in the woods, dead. And then the next day, they found one submerged in a car in the water. A shirtless, baby-faced 12-year-old was led handcuffed from a Florida police station. Now he's 12 years old. He'll be out next week. To be transported to jail after being charged with a triple murder. Christopher Atkins, 12 years old, guys, and Robert Robinson, 17, were both charged by the Marion County Sheriff over the deaths of 3 other minors. Police are still looking for the 3rd suspect, Taji Bruton. He's 16. Oh, they'll find his ass. Where's he going to go? In the video, Atkins appears stone-faced between 2 deputies who walk him to a police cruiser. Marion County Sheriff Bill Woods said the 3 alleged killers were in a burglary gang with the 3 dead teenagers. They were in the same gang. There's no honor amongst thieves. That's true. You're not in a gang full of choir boys. You're in a gang full of gangsters or people of ill repute. Victim Layla Silvernail was 16. Was found dead on the side of the road on March 30th. Another unidentified 17-year-old boy was discovered about a half-mile away next to the woods. And then Camille Gnarl, 16, was later found in the trunk of Silvernail's car in the water. 12-year-old. 12, 14, 16, 18. A hunt for a Central Park attack. You think they're going to catch him from this picture? Looks like me. It was not me, just for the record. It wasn't me. Did I see you in the shower? It wasn't me. Shaggy says never admit nothing. That's Trump. It wasn't me. Sir, we have surveillance video of you walking in, robbing the bank. Nope. Boogie Bob, you're wearing the same hat, the same green watch, and the jacket. Wasn't me. Well, we can clear this up. Do you have anything you want to say? Yes. I want to say, where's my lawyer? Listen, Boogie Bob, this could be over real quickly if you just answer the question, where were you at 2 o'clock? Well, I was probably at, where's my lawyer? Sir, you're, Boogie Bob, I don't think you understand. You're really not a suspect in anything. We just want to clear your name. Oh, you want to clear my name? Now I get it. I was at the, where's my lawyer? Where's my lawyer? Guilty, innocent? The answer is, where's my lawyer? I did a theft when I was a young man. Me and my friends went out for a joyride. Now, y'all know microwave ovens, but when they first came out, they were actually put in houses. The new houses that were not open yet, they were being built. The new houses were coming with microwaves. Me and my friends said, hey, let's go steal some microwaves. I know a guy who'll give us an 8-ball of Coke for some microwave, and guess what? Chicks like Coke, let's do it. The microwaves were these big-ass, huge things. So you go into it, nobody owns it. You're thinking, it's not a house. I'm not breaking into a house. There's not even walls on the house yet. You just walk in and pull the microwave out. Stole the microwave. While we're carrying the microwave, we're in a dark-ass field. 45 cop cars pull up. was like, oh my God. I start praying, God, I can't believe it. And it was the weirdest thing because a cop ran. I'm in a field at night, 2 in the morning. A cop runs right by me. What did he think I was, a tree? He ran. I go, I apologize, sir. I got my hands out. He ran right by me. Oh shit. So I run. I hide beside a house. All these trees, shrubbery, dogs are barking. Can't jump the fence because there's dogs in the back. Just laid there. Me and my friend Eddie Gibbon, God bless him, he's dead now. Unrelated to this, I did not kill Eddie Gibbon. He was my good friend. He was killed later. So about an hour and a half laying there in the dirt and the mud, 2 o'clock in the morning. And we crawl down the street and we get behind some cars and we run. And we make it. All the way to our car, which was parked at a friend's house 10 blocks away. My God, that was a close call. I can't believe it. We got away. Oh, thank you, Jesus. He goes, well, let's get out of here. We get in this car. He goes, where do you want to go? I said, let's drive by. Let's drive by the scene. Because, see, the thief always returns to the scene of the crime. But I didn't know that. I didn't consider myself a thief. I was a thief. So we drive by. Like morons. 2:15 in the morning. Driving by. Over here, there's 45 cops with their lights on, and they're out there with flashlights looking at shoe prints. And here's us driving by like this. Didn't even look. Didn't do this. What's going on over there? We did this. Woo, 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 woo. Cops. Pull us over. I'm scared. I never been in trouble before. Never had a jaywalking. What are you guys doing out here? Nothing? We're just driving? Okay. They arrest us. Take us down to the police station. I have a job. I work at a produce place in the morning. I just want to make sure I go to my job. The cop goes in the room. He says, oh, the rat just ran over my foot again. You okay, little buddy? Let me show you my rat. He's right there. He's literally right here. Well, can you see him? I don't know. I can't see the screen, but my rat's right below me. Poor little guy. I feel like I wish I had some food to feed him. I'm in the middle of my horrible story. Sir, he's got my shoes in his hand. See the shoe? You see the ridges? These ridges are like fingerprints. We've already got casting of your shoe prints all over the place out there. You're busted, bro. All you gotta do is tell me what happened, and I'll let you go so you can make it to your job on time. I go, my job's at 6. It's like 3 o'clock right now. You sure I can make it to my job on time? You got my word. Little dude keeps running across my shoe. He's like trapped. You got my word on it. I didn't know cops can lie. They're allowed to lie. Well, all right, I did it. I did it. Now, I'm saying I did it, but I'm in the car with my friend, so he's driving. He must have did it too. I didn't say he did it, but I did it. I was in the car. I drove. Does he let me go? Did I go to work? No. Click, click. I go, but you said, sir, you're going to be in big trouble. You said that if I told you the truth, you'd let me go. Lawyer. Tell everyone, anyone, tell you I want to speak to my lawyer. So they arrested me. The next day, I obviously didn't show up for work. I was in jail for like 9 days. No bail. There was bail, I just couldn't pay it. 9 days, then I got out of my own recognizance. Went to trial. Got a lawyer, Gary Ichikawa, my mom knew him. Got the lawyer. Went to my pre-trial, whatever it was. And this is to see if there's enough evidence to hold you over to trial. And I plead guilty. Sir, I'm guilty. I signed a confession. I wrote, I got in the car. I went over there. I was wearing blue shoes and blue pants. And at 8:09 p.m., I stole a microwave. Wow. My lawyer says, you're pleading not guilty. I go, no, but I already told them. I'm going to get in trouble again because I told them, I wrote down that I did it. He says, you're going to get in trouble if you don't listen. Shut up and listen. Plead not guilty. Okay. I pled not guilty. Felt like a liar. I already said I did it. I wrote down I did it. I did it. I think the biggest thing I wrote on it was I did it. How you gonna plead not guilty? I pled not guilty. So it's a pre-trial preliminary hearing. My lawyer calls the police officer up to the stand. See if there's enough evidence for me to be tried. Officer Johnson, how long have you been with the police department? 25 years. Oh. It was 2:30 in the morning. It was 2:15. Okay, 2:15 in the morning. And y'all, did you see him take the microwave? No. But he came back, and thieves always come back to the scene of the crime. Oh, okay, yes, of course they do. But you didn't see him take it. No, but he admitted it. He wrote down he did it and all that. Oh, okay. Let me ask you a question. This is my lawyer talking to the guy. Did you pull him over because you saw him take it? No. But I've been a police officer for a long time. And it was 2:15 in the morning, and there was 9 cop cars with our lights on, and it was some flashlights and dogs. And I said, well, why did you pull him over? Pulled him over because he drove by and didn't look at us. It's real testimony. I got the transcript at home. My lawyer says, hold on. You pulled over my client because he didn't look at you? Yes, sir. In my 25 years experience, when there's a commotion like that, especially 9 cop cars with lights going on, they always look. They want to see what's going on. My lawyer stands up and says, Your Honor, I would like the case against Robert Bowen thrown out for illegal search and seizure. The judge says, it's thrown out. And I go, wait a minute, but I said I did. My lawyer's punching me in the face, saying, shut up. Shut your mouth. I was let go. I was let go because they cannot pull you over just because you didn't look at them. Therefore, everything afterwards, fingerprints, my admission, my guilt, my crying like a little bitch, the whole 9 yards, was thrown out. So, the judicial system is a very strange and crazy place. 2 weeks later, I was doing something else illegal because I'm a moron. I hope that story wasn't too long or too boring. Lawyer. I want a lawyer. Lawyers will help you. I got another lawyer story I'll tell you 100 times worse than that. I was a bad boy. But we'll talk about that at another time. Lawyer. Don't flip off the camera. Don't say, I hate cops. Yeah, can I speak to my lawyer? Be very surprised. A lot of times that lawyer can get you off. I got off. One time I got off, but that was in college. Hunt for Central Park attacker. Police are on the hunt for a crazy man who randomly assaulted a 55-year-old woman inside a Central Park eatery. Inside the eatery. What are you, moron? Okay. Oh my goodness. First of all, my wallet's on the floor. And I didn't even notice it until the rat is down there playing with my wallet. Oh, there he goes. He made it. God bless you, little buddy. I see the tail, but I see the tail. I look down, the rat is standing on my wallet. My wallet's on the damn ground. Thank you, Mr. Rat. Little guy thought my wallet was something to chew on. This has been a crazy show already. Probably one of my worst. I apologize. Also, it's at an angle. All right. I would recommend that none of you steal microwaves. And then, of course, in my little small community, I was known as the microwave thief. Bob Bowen, oh my God, I saw you in the paper. Why are you stealing microwaves? The victim was walking along the reservoir in the park just before 6 a.m. when her attacker approached and struck up a conversation. So he's a polite assaulter. before banging her on the head against a tree multiple times. The man fled east on 86th Street on the transfers. Didn't they just say it was at an eatery? They just said it was at an eatery. How's that an eatery? What tree? 55-year-old man inside the Central Park early, not eatery. I'm mad. Oh, this show spiraled into shit. I miss Joe already. Here's the piece of crap stepdad. First of all, he looks like he's 13. How the hell is he a stepdad? He killed his stepson. Stepson strangler. Lock up as flight risk. This guy right here. Who's the luckiest person on the planet? Him or her? Because that's it, shorty. He was married for like 40 years, then he got a couple $1 billion or $100 billion, and he got a divorce. Smartest thing he ever did. God bless the lady, too. The ex-wife is living, she's probably like, I got rid of this dude, guy, and I get half the money. Bezos' mansion expanded on hold. He's got a Beverly Hills mansion that's 15,000 square feet. I don't know why I looked down, the rat's sitting on top of my damn wallet. First of all, why the hell's my wallet laying on the ground? Just my luck. I would have left here without my wallet. You ever lose a wallet? It's a nightmare. You gotta go try and get your new driver's license, credit cards. Ain't no money in it. I did buy a lottery ticket. It's like $300 million, so I might have lost $300 million right there. Minnesota mom of 2 missing. Let's pray that they bring her home alive. A mother of 2 missing. Usually when a mother of anyone is missing, it's foul play. Most mothers don't want to. I think the rat pickpocketed me, Jane, though. It was the weirdest thing. I usually, when I do get up to leave somewhere, I always look to see if I left anything, backpack or anything. So I probably will, I don't know if I would have seen it or not, but it's directly under my chair. I look down, there's a rat. That little same rat sitting on top of my wallet. I don't know if he was trying to sniff it or chew it or what, but I look down at my rat, and there's a rat standing on my wallet. What the hell's going on here? I can't get it together, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm doing birthdays today, though. I haven't done birthdays in a long time. Joe usually does them. I made sure every name on here, you're going to know who it is. A Minnesota mother of 2 went missing a week ago, and police are calling her disappearance involuntary and suspicious. Madeline Kingsbury, 26, was last seen March 31st when she dropped off her kids ages 5 and 2 at their daycare center. The husband is the chief suspect, guaranteed. I don't even know. I haven't read the story, but the ex-husband or the former husband or a boyfriend or a clinical research coordinator at the Mayo Clinic went back to her home around 8:15 a.m. Chryslertown and County minivan, but never showed up for work. The children, unidentified father, told police he left the residence in a vehicle around 10 a.m. He's your guy. Right, Joe? Yes, the husband killed her. What proof do you have, Joe? It is true, not propaganda. It's true. He killed her. Joe, you could be sued for libel. I have nothing. They can sue me, nothing. I have. The husband says he didn't see her. That's cap. That's what the kids call cap. Harvey Weinstein. This guy was worth $300-400 million at one time. The most powerful man, certainly one of the most powerful men in all of Hollywood. With Miramax. Pulp Fiction, Django, all those movies, Miramax. He ended up being a sexual predator. And not just the crappy kind that exerts his power over the women who work for him, but he actually physically would hold them down and rape them. That's why I hope he rots in hell. And then prison and then hell. Ex-mogul is suing former Miramax executive and Harvey Weinstein Weinstein, Fabio Lombardo, saying he raped her when she was just 19. They're coming out. There's 30 or 40 women now. Sarah Ziff, 40, but those women are lying. Why do you say that, Joe? Because for money. This guy's a piece of shit. Sarah Ziff, 40, says in 2001, when she was a model and aspiring actress, Lombardo, who headed Miramax in Italy and Europe, tricked her into attending a bogus meeting with Weinstein. That was his M.O. Girl, I think you got what it takes to make it. This was the same thing Cosby did for years. I think you got what it takes to make it. Meet me in my hotel room. Let's go over some scripts and see if you could be in my new movie, Django. Then you show up, he's in a bathrobe, whacking off. On you. Trump rips Joe Biden as a moron. I don't care. I don't care. I remember when Obama called Kanye West a jackass. And I thought that was going too far. I mean, it's true. When Kanye jumped on stage and took the shine away from what's-her-face. Donald Trump called President Joe Biden the biggest moron after the White House report blamed the ex-president for the Afghan withdrawal. Oh! Dude, what are you, a moron? Oh my God, that was horrible. I am so sorry, God. I am so sorry. He's walking away. A mother is with her 2 sons. One looks like he's about 12, the other one looks like he's 7. The one who's 12 picked up the little one and put him on his shoulders. And the little one fell off and just cracked his head against that damn concrete over there. Got up and went and walked away. That was horrible. Now that was horrible. That was the worst thing I've seen in a very long time. I guess kids horseplay. I ain't got no kids. I don't know. Kids horseplay. What do I know? I don't think that Trump should be calling anyone a moron, and I certainly hope that Joe Biden, I already know he won't, shouldn't call him a moron. This is a big story. It's going to get worse. This guy right here, his name is David Pecker. I think he got teased in school. He was the owner, the CEO, the big shot at the National Enquirer. My mom loved my grandma loved the National Enquirer. I used to bring it to her all the time. Bobby, did you hear they found aliens working at Walmart? It's true. This is your guy. Well, he did more than just tell you that Oprah was a lesbian or Michael Jackson had slept in a hyperbaric chamber and bought elephant man bones. This guy also had a thing called catch and kill. Catch and kill. So if there was a story coming out about Donald Trump having sex with a prostitute, he would buy the exclusive rights to that story. He would go to that person and say, Susan, we want your story at the National Enquirer. I'm going to give you $150,000 for that story, but you sign a non-disclaimer agreement or non-disclosure agreement. You cannot tell the story to anyone else. You can't. It's our story. We own it. I'm going to give you $2 million, whatever it is. She's like, oh, great. I got to tell my story. National Enquirer is going to run it, so I get my story out and I get paid. No. He buys your story. That's called catch. Then he kills the story, puts it to safe, not to see the light of day. He catch and killed a whole bunch of stories. The Enquirer's history of catch and kill. And here's just some of the people he would do the stories with. Harvey Weinstein, they knew about his sexual predator stuff years ago. Caught, I don't know how many stories of his. Arnold Schwarzenegger. In 2001, the National Enquirer published an exclusive report alleging the former bodybuilder and movie star had a 7-year affair with the former child actress Gigi Goyette. I don't know who the hell that is. Matt LeBlanc. Good old Matt LeBlanc. That's Joey from Friends. Bill Cosby. 2018 model Beth Ferrer told the Daily Beast the National Enquirer buried her story about the sexual assault from Bill Cosby. Tiger Woods. It goes on and on and on. He'd buy the story for the celebrity, and then he would squash it. And the celebrity couldn't mention it, or they'd be sued for tens of millions of dollars. I've been waiting for the downfall of this piece of crap. I don't care what you say. Not a good person. This is not about his politics. This is about what he did before he even got on the bench. Justice Thomas, now it has been revealed that he has been taking trips for over 25 years with a billionaire. You can't do it. Oh, but he released a statement last night. I was under the impression, because I was new to the bench, that it was okay because he was a family friend. Family friends can also be bought off, and you are a justice for the highest court in the world, the United States Supreme Court. You cannot be getting lavish gifts. Just unheard of. Can't do it. He says he followed the rules. I hope that he's impeached and kicked out. Teen slain on subway. This is horrible. Look at this beautiful young girl. That looks like a model. Teen slain on subway. An 18-year-old man was fatally, not her. I don't know why they would do that. They show this picture here, and then they put this in her picture. That had nothing to do with her. That's really stupid. I'm not the only one that fell for that. Sorry, guys. The little kid body slammed his little brother's head into the concrete pillar, and the little brother got up and went. He limped. The mom was like, "Jimmy!" He limped all the way over there, but he didn't cry. I was shocked. He didn't cry. He hit his head on the concrete. An 18-year-old man was fatally stabbed on board of a D train near Barclays Center. The NYPD's a lot of stabbings going on in New York. Lots of stabbings. I got little kids playing there. So this lady was not murdered. A faux pas on my behalf. Ho Yon. Oh, her first name's Ho. Ooh. That would be tough in high school. Hi, Ho. Ho Yon Jung is ravishing. She's a picture of glamour and grace in a stunning back floral Louis Vuitton dress. I've got 14 kids playing tag right there. Joe Biden's wife, Jill, Dr. Biden, had this guy is stomping on bugs. Am I really that much of an old man that I have to sit here and debate on yelling at the kid for stomping on bugs? I've turned into the old man who yelled at kids for throwing their frisbee on his yard. Get off my yard! Quit stomping on those ants, asshole! What's wrong with you? What have I become? I used to be a playa. I was a playa and a half. That was like 3 weeks ago, though. Joe Biden phoned the girl that has the young woman from the LSU basketball team. The guard is telling him to get off. Get off. Where's your kids at? Where's your folks at? I did it. I should have said it. My man in the yellow over there, one of the security guards, finally yelled at the kids for stopping. Now I got this creep looking at me. I shouldn't call him a creep. He's a young boy, but he's stomping on ants, so he's kind of a creep. I don't know. I guess I was 8 years old at one point. Joe Biden phoned the young lady. Her name is Angel Reese. To apologize and to ask her to come to the White House. Because what happened was Jill Biden, the first lady, when you win a national championship, the Masters golf tournament, the volleyball, the Olympics, you get invited to the White House. It's tradition. Trump did it, Nixon did it, JFK did it. You win the national championship, the football team, the Final Four, basketball, whatever it is, hockey, you go to the White House, you get a meet. It's a big honor for the athletes and a big honor. They usually give a jersey to the commander-in-chief, the president. Well, Joe Biden said, why don't we invite the losers as well? Second place. She didn't call them losers. But it's just not done. You just don't take the shine away from the ones who won. So it caused a lot of lot of problems. That's Rita Ora. You guys got her digits? Let's see what we're doing here. I'm sorry, I brought the show to a screeching halt. It feels like the show was an hour and a half long. 2 hours. But I think I got something that'll change the trajectory of this downward spiral. It's about time that I bust a rhyme. I'm not bust a rhyme, but when I bust a rhyme, I'm here to let you know that we're about to blow. It's time for the Jordan Joe Show, so let's go.
Hey, Sussy Andrew!
Blue, Aries. I'm just doing 3 today. I'm doing 3 today. 1, 2, 3. Leo. Leo's been scoring a lot lately. I think this thing is rigged. And of course, we're doing Gemini. Gemini. And because Jason Francis says he wants Scorpio, we're doing Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio, if you've been longing for blowjobs, keep on longing because they ain't coming. This is something that you must... I really don't like it when they talk about this garbage in the paper. It's cool. I don't appreciate it. It drags the show into the muck and the mire that I don't believe the show should be in. I am boycotting blowjobs. They're boycotted from now on. Until Tuesday. Scorpio, you have big ideas coming out of your ears. But what will you do with them? For best results, you need to keep things simple, focus on the one thing at a time, starting with the biggest, most outrageous idea in your head. It can be made to work. So it is about blowjobs. So, okay, so I wasn't wrong. I apologize for jumping the gun on that. It was definitely... All right. My thing fell. My camera fell. Ugh. It's a good thing I got a second one here. Give me a second, folks. Yeah. My my thing broke. Do. Usually I'd be really upset right now. I'm not even upset. All right, let's see. Am I still on? My shit broke. I love this thing. I can't catch a break. I bought this on Amazon, and they sent me a case. I bought it for $50. They sent me 4 by accident. So I did what anyone would do. Wrote them and said, you sent me 4 by accident. And they said, keep them. I did a whole show about it. This one's broken. No. The show must go on. Sorry. It's a horrible show today. Where's Joe when I need him most? Gemini. This is a really good time for friendships and group activities. I really despise this kid right here. He's the wild one of the bunch. He's going to be the class clown. He's over there throwing things. He just threw a Gatorade bottle at his mama. A full Gatorade bottle. So if you have already made plans for a quiet weekend, you must change them right now. Get out and about. See and be seen. What you do with others this weekend could change the world. Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy, bro. Kid just threw a full bottle of Gatorade at his mama. Now she's over there chastising. This is a really, Gemini, this is a really good time for friendships and group activities. So if you have already made plans for a quiet weekend, you must change them right now. Get out and about. See and be seen. What you do with others this weekend could change the world. Man, that's a lot of shoes to fill. I don't know. What are you going to do?
Well, what? Okay.
Aries. No matter how upsetting recent events may have been, he just threw the bottle again. Dude, you're being a little creep, bro.
Give it to me. Go to the bottom.
Ooh, Dad's mad. Dad just took the...
Stop dropping it. Stop throwing it. Stop rolling
Stop
it.
dropping it. Stop throwing it. Stop throwing your Gatorade. It's a full Gatorade bottle, bro. Throwing it at people. That mom just threw it in the garbage. Mom just threw it in the garbage. He's pissed. With a haircut like that, you're hurting this kid. Please don't give that young child a full haircut. I believe you deserve what's going on. There's the family. It's the little guy and the behind the hooded guy. The little guy in the gray and parka, whatever. He's just throwing stuff, trying to fight people. He just flipped off his brother. He did the 3-2-1 joke that I do. He stole my joke. Now he's climbing down the ramp. This guy's better than my show. I believe he's better than my show. Now it gets some Boogie Bob. Don't exploit the kids. It's a dot. You can't see it. He just told his brother, I got a joke. He goes, 3, 2, 1. And flipped him off right in his face. Now Mom's got him by the arm, yelling at him. He's a wild one. I think the kid needs rinsing. God bless him. Mom is taking him away. The other three are pretty well behaved. He's the bad. He's the little.
Aiden, you want me to pull this?
He's a little blessing. He's an angel. So what if he throws full water? You know, the big ass Gatorade is full. Weigh about 8 pounds. Kill somebody with that thing. Aries, no matter how unsettling recent events may have been, they were not enough to shake your confidence in yourself. Mars is your ruler. It will give further boost to your self-belief this weekend, most likely when you hear others singing your praises. That's called ego, my friend. And Leo. Soar above petty differences this weekend. Strive to be happy. There are sure to be occasions when negative people try to pull you down, like this kid over here. The show was going, and he just... There'll be occasions when negative people try to pull you down to their lower level, but they can only succeed if you let them. Laugh in their face and keep having fun. Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. I'm doing birthdays. Birthdays were the worst days. Now we drink champagne when we're thirsty. The first one, Sky Jackson, young African American. She was an actress, a mother. I don't remember what she's doing now. I have no idea. Dej Loaf. I don't know. That's a singer. I don't know nothing about it. Vivienne Westwood was a designer, big designer. She died in 2022. Chris Kyle. Chris Kyle's a very oh boy, very tough. Please don't.
Everybody has a superpower. Everything is dead.
Out of the mouth of babes. He said everybody has a superpower. Mine is my penis. Guy's 7. I had a superpower in my penis, but that was back in the early 80s. This little guy is a handful. God bless him. To be young and wild and free. And he's wearing Crocs, camouflage Crocs. I love kids. I love kids. Even by the way, he's not doing anything wrong. It's just being a kid. I'm being the old crackly bastard. I'm the old crackly piece of crap. Calgon takes me away. I feel more for his parents because he's just he's a handful. He's in New York having fun. They went to a show right here. He got a pretzel and a big ass bottle of Gatorade and threw it at everybody.
Do it again.
Chris Kyle. This is a really interesting story if I can tell it. Chris Kyle's birthday today. If you don't know who Chris Kyle is, he was played by Bradley Cooper in the movie American Sniper. He was one of the most decorated snipers in the history of America's wars. I don't know how you would be a sniper with a couple hundred kills and be able to sleep at night. He did it for God and country. I don't know if he did it for God. He did it for country. And you're a sniper. You're in Baghdad. You're sitting in a damn, foxhole in the sand, and you're waiting for hours and hours. Sometimes he said he'd wait 4 days. That little head pops out. 160 kills according to Ambrose. Can you imagine? 160 kills. Anyways, he came back. They made the movie about it. He came back to this, he made the rounds on Oprah and all these different shows. And then he dedicated himself to helping veterans who were suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and drugs and alcohol and various things. Of coming home as a veteran, my father had people calling him baby killer and spitting on him. And when he came home from Vietnam, it's a tough thing. And anyways, so some of these guys really need help. Chris Kyle decided to help them. One guy he was helping, he took to a shooting range. Him and his buddies were driving. The guy in the back seat that they were taking to the shooting range was acting strange and weird the whole time. They finally got to the shooting range. He pulled out a gun and shot and killed both of them. Chris Kyle, the American hero, died on the ground at a shooting range. This next one hurts my heart. Biz Markie. As you know, Biz Markie was Rob Bass's best friend ever. We did, 50, 60. When I say we, I was there for at least 50 or 60 of the concerts. Biz was a very nice guy. One time, I was on a plane going to the Essence Music Festival in New Orleans. We were leaving out of New York, and he was on the same plane. So I sat down and I had my laptop. I made 3 CDs full of hip hop and reggae for him. He was way up in the front of the plane. I was in the back. It took me a couple hours to make them. And I used to love to make CDs and mixtapes. And I made it for him. Oh boy, now the kid is standing right next to my table, staring at me. Please. Why does everybody feel the need to put their balls on the table? I don't get it. I'm like a ball magnet. So when we got off the plane at New Orleans, I walked up to him. I said, "Biz." He said, "Hey, what's happening?" I said, "I made these for you on the plane." Gave him 3 CDs. One of was hip hop. Another one was the golden age of hip hop, which was him. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. I love kids. This is his new thing. His new thing is to jump up and down the stairs continuously. I gave him the CDs. He never forgot it. He mentioned it to me, 5 or 6 times before his passing, and it made me feel good that he was so grateful. Biz Markie, born today, but died in 2021. Betty Ford. Betty Ford's the first lady who ever talked openly. You okay? You just fell down. You just fell down from the top of the steps and landed under my table. Betty Ford's the first lady who really talked about her issues with drugs and alcohol. And she opened up the Betty Ford Clinic. She's just laying here in the dirt. I'll let you watch them while I talk because they're more entertaining. Robin Wright was married to Sean Penn. She's been in a whole bunch of movies. One of my favorites was Drugstore Cowboy. Patricia Arquette, who's a brilliant actress, part of the Arquette family. What is she in now? She's in something now where she was really good. I can't remember, but phenomenal actress. She is 55 today. Now we go to the dead. Unfortunately, in this date, Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso died in 1970. I don't know, 2 or 3. Who cares? I don't even care. Poor kid. Now his brother's choking him. I'm actually cheering for him to choke him more. Choke him harder! Margaret Thatcher, I think they called her the old Iron Lady. She was the Prime Minister of England and a damn tough cookie. Ultimate Warrior was a wrestler who had a great gimmick and a physique to die for. But he wasn't much of a wrestler. He was actually a horrible wrestler. He hurt a lot of people in the ring. In his promos, Hulk Hogan gets out and says, "Listen, brother, when I meet you at the Garden and I put these pythons around your neck, I'm going to be bringing home the gold belt back to Memphis where it belongs. So on June 22nd, make sure you're there at Madison Square Garden." The wrestling is a setup for the promotion to sell tickets. That's all wrestling is. That's why the best wrestlers, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, these guys, the most famous, were the best on the microphone. He was not. He would get out there and he would say, "The stars have aligned with Pluto, and therefore the significance of mankind enters a new realm of destiny. For I shall not find my brother's keeper." Like, he ain't selling no tickets to Madison Square Garden, bro. He's talking a whole bunch of conundrum nonsense. And he was hated by almost every wrestler. He was mean, he was spiteful. He ended up, when he left wrestling, he ended up becoming a Trumper guy who was extremely conservative, but he would talk horrible things about Jews and gays and trans, and he became a pariah. He was kicked out of the WWE wrestling thing and not spoken to for years. Finally, he came back, and he was in 2014. He was allowed to rejoin the WWE for the biggest honor of his life, which is to become the WWE Hall of Fame. In the WWE Hall of Fame, he came back. From what I know and what I've seen, he went through the hallways and met with lots of wrestlers who hated his guts. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and for what he had done for years. And he went and he said, "I apologize. My ego was driven. I now have children. I'm sorry for what I did, and I'd like to make amends." They all embraced him, and then he went out and gave a beautiful speech. I've seen it several times. He talked about his family, his children, and he talked about how it took 20 years to get back in the graces of the fans and the people, and it was the most beautiful honor of his life. Then he left the stage. He went back to his hotel room and he died of a massive heart attack. Not a week later, that night, the next morning. I just always found that fascinating. Redemption. He could have died without all this fanfare and stuff, but to be able to tell the people you wronged, "I'm sorry, I apologize, thank you for opening your arms and bringing me back." Then he died. He died right after his speech. I'll never forget that. And I hope that it carries some weight with you guys. Ultimate Warrior dead 2014 after a very beautiful speech and redemption, soul searching. Ryan White. Ryan White was the poster boy, the face of the AIDS epidemic. Ryan White was a friend of Oprah's, and he was on TV all the time. Michael Jackson. He contacted AIDS, HIV, through a blood transfusion when he was young. Remember, this was 1990 when he died, so in the late 80s, people didn't know it was a gay disease, it was this, it was that, it was a wrath of God. He was treated horribly, they picketed him, and he was a strong, beautiful young man, and he died trying to help people and raise awareness of the AIDS epidemic. He passed away in 1990. Annette Funicello. There's a lot of boys in here. Frank is watching. Ambrose is here. Joe Hernandez. Annette Funicello is known. She was a MICKEYMOUSE. She was Annette from the Mickey Mouse Club. And TV was new. Mickey Mouse was coming into your home, and she was a fine woman. She was a fine young girl. She was 16 or whatever. And the talk has been for years that please don't. Okay. Oh, they're headed inside. They're leaving. Just when he started kicking pigeons. Anyways, Annette Funicello, like most young boys, you discovered her on television. That's all I'll say about it. I'm not going to go into details. I could go into salacious details. I'm not going to. But Annette Funicello had a lot of young teens realize their manhood. Watching her on that little TV screen. In their room with the door locked. Mom, I'll be out in a minute. I'm brushing my teeth for 2 hours. Malcolm McLaren. Malcolm McLaren was a very gifted shit talker. He also put out some dope-ass music, but he was the agent, the manager. Please leave. Please leave. He's kicking the pigeons now. And now, I haven't said anything yet. Kick a pigeon, I will tell your dad he's getting ready to get punched in his face. Not the kid, the dad. I can't punch kids. Punch his dad. Malcolm McLaren was the guy who brought you the Sex Pistols. He'd do anything for $1. Throw his mama down the steps for $1. Allegedly. Malcolm McLaren dead at in 2010, and the last one, I never speak ill with the dead, except Hitler. I didn't talk bad about Hitler. Donald Trump dies. I'm not going to talk bad on him. I don't believe in that. We all are here for a purpose. We all have a purpose. Some people's purpose is different than others. The last one I find to be one of the most despicable women who ever lived. One of the most despicable humans or friends who ever lived. She, I can't imagine there was a lot of fanfare when she passed away, except maybe her beloved family. She was a pariah, and she did a lot of horrible, horrible things. Linda Tripp. Linda Tripp was the best friend of Monica Lewinsky. She claimed she was. She claimed she was. Monica Lewinsky was a 19-year-old intern who was in love with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton showed her attention, gave her gifts, made her feel this is the most powerful man in the world goes up to an 18 or a 19-year-old girl. There's very few that would turn him down. He was attractive, he was powerful, and he gave her attention. A lot of people think Lewinsky snitched on him. She did not. She faced perjury charges for lying that they did nothing together. They didn't do anything together. The thing that tripped up Monica Lewinsky was the blue dress, because the blue dress had DNA on it. She did not tell the Department of Justice or the FBI about the blue dress. She told her best friend, Linda Tripp. Linda Tripp recorded everything. Every phone call. Hi, Mon. How you doing? Oh, I'm having a bad day, Linda. Oh, tell me all about it, girl. Click. What? Tell me all about it. Are you okay? No, I feel fat. My dress doesn't fit. Some guy at work made fun of me. That's horrible. I feel so bad about that. What about guys? You seeing anyone? I told you about Bill Clinton. What about him? Dying to hear. You guys kissing? Are you kissing? Is he? Everything. I heard the tapes. They're horrific and horrible that you would pretend to be someone's friend and do that to her. The betrayal that she did. And Ambrose is 100% right. If you watch American Crime Story, it is a horrible, and it was produced by, of all people, Monica Lewinsky, but it's all on the records. Linda Tripp wanted to climb the ropes. She had a deal for like Doubleday Books, one of those book companies, that she was going to get $3 million to write the book. The book deal fell through. Bill Gates was not.
Hey boys, do you want any more
Bill
Sprite?
Clinton was not
We need to get rid of the Sprite.
impeached. He was brought up on charges for perjury. He won. He beat those. He left that White House. Well, listen, the guy got blowjobs in the White House. He's not the only president who did, I'm sure.
Just stand in front.
But that blue dress, he denied everything until the blue dress came out. Got DNA on it. You're busted. I'm sure I got a few blue dresses in my closet somewhere. That was stupid. Army veteran guilty in a Black Lives Matter slay. Army sergeant, and by the way, rest in peace, Linda Tripp. Don't care for you or what you did, and it made you look like a disgusting, horrible person to the world, but I do know that your daughter loves you very much, and I'm sure that on today's anniversary they are thinking of you. My father died on Good Friday, yesterday. I'm trying to keep, my father was the greatest human being that ever lived, second greatest. I was the greatest according to him. But we had two other brothers. I got two brothers and a sister, so I'm wondering if my dad pulled that con on them too. Mary, don't say anything, but you're the greatest of all time. Bobby, you are the greatest. Keep that. I don't want that. Billy, Billy, you're the greatest. But don't tell the others. Gene, you're the greatest. You're better than Bobby. When my mom died, I wanted to get up at the funeral because all my friends, first of all, I called my mom homeboy.
It's okay, we can hold on to it.
My mom loved it for the last 20 years of her life. She was my homie. Hi, homie. Hi, Holmes. Hi, Bobby. Hi, homie. My mom was my homeboy. And at the funeral, I wanted to so bad get up and say, my mom, right before she died, I'll never forget, she looked me in the eye and she said, Bobby, I love you better than your brothers and sisters. Because, of course, everybody would have laughed and they know that it's true. She loved me more than you. That's a fact. Babies with mom COVID. The first confirmed cases of babies born with brain damage as a result of COVID virus crossing into their mother's placenta were revealed in a new study. Both babies were born to mothers who had tested positive for the virus in the second trimester, so it carried on to the fetus, to the baby. Army veteran guilty in a Black Lives slay. Army Sergeant Daniel Perry was convicted Friday of killing a protester during a 2020 Black Lives Matter rally in Texas. Perry, 33, who served as a tour in Afghanistan, thank you for your service, but no thank you for killing people, claimed he was acting in self-defense when he fatally shot a 28-year-old Garrett Foster as he marched in Austin. Watched a video last night of a young kid from Cal Poly College, California. California Polytechnical Institute of something. Cal Poly, it's famous. He was a high school wrestler. High school wrestler being recruited by Cal Poly. It was his dream, his greatest dream in life. Well, he decided to go to a Trump rally where they were picketing immigrants. Go home, you wetbacks! Go home, you Mexicans! Go home! Horrible, horrible things. Excuse my racist word. Not my words, his. Then he called someone the F word, F-A-G word. With 2 syllables. Maggot. He's walking down, hearing Trump. And he said, F you, this and F you that. Ask me what he's doing today. He ain't wrestling for Cal Poly. The video went viral and they told his ass, we rescind our offer, we don't want you on our campus. Yeah, I have the First Amendment, we don't want racists on our wrestling team. You say stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. I'm putting up a video with him as my star, but there'll be a whole bunch of other videos I watched last night. People get karma. There's a video of a guy, African-American guy, I love him. He's got the camera pointed at himself, so you can't see the customer. He's working at a hotel. The lady's like, sir, please. He goes, ma'am, you called me an effing, he uses the word, N-word. Uses both the words. You called me an effing N-word. Yeah, but my mom died today, and I'm so sorry. It's above me, ma'am. But please, my daughter's here, my grandchildren are here. Ma'am, you'll be very comfortable at the Best Western next door. But sir, please. It's above me now, ma'am. He never left character. He never got loud. But sir, my mom died and I was so sorry I said that. Ma'am, you called me an effing N-word. It's above me now. Can't help you. He never left the thing I'm doing. She's pleading, please sir, you don't understand. Then the daughter comes. What's going on here? She called me an effing N-word. Her mom died. My grandma just died, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but it's out of my hands. You can't stay here. But sir, the whole family's here. We flew in from all over the world to be here. Yeah, but you called me an effing N-word. It's out of my hands. It is the best video on the internet. And, but sir, please. It's out of my hands, ma'am. But the Best Western's right next door. And I put in the comments, I said, I guarantee you, she said it a few more times while she was walking her old ass over to the Best Western. You guys say stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. Listen, we all blurt out stupid stuff. I was talking to Rev yesterday. I can't tell you how many people I threatened to beat up or called a douchebag on my live. If you watch the channel, you know I do that sometimes. I'm a normal human being. You snap, but you start bringing that racist or sexual stuff, sexual connotations, or you deserve, religious. One lady from Canada, why don't you Muslims get out of our country? Yeah, she lost her job. I have a whole thing full of people who lost their jobs, and I cheer. I don't want no one to lose their job, but you do shit like that. One guy was a CEO of a company. Sven, he's from Sweden or somewhere. He's a CEO. Calls an Uber. Uber pulls over, and he wants to get in the front seat. And the guy goes, sir, I can't sit in my front seat. Are you kidding me right now? No, sir, you just can't sit in my front. I'd be happy to take you in the back. Why? Because I'm white? You don't want me in your front seat? Because you're an effing N-word? He says it. The guy goes, sir, I'm canceling your trip. Please get out. No, what? Come on now. I'm in the back. Let's go. We will go now. Sir, what you said was inappropriate. I'm not taking you. Then they cut to the next day. The news crew's at his house. Sir, why did you say what you said? It has ruined my life. I have been fired from the company I started. I started this company with my own hands. Today I was fired. CEOs can get fired, by the way. I am fired because I said, and hey, listen, I laugh my ass off, because if you're cruel and you're mean to other people, I shouldn't be laughing at your downfall, but screw you. You're a douchebag. I'm going to put up a whole video. I hope that you like it. Let's keep moving. We're almost done with our 2-hour extravaganza. By the way, don't forget tomorrow, I'm taking you for a very special walk and talk. We're going to do the news. We might even do the news from St. Patrick's Cathedral down that area. But they have the Easter bonnet parade where everybody wears these bonnets. You're going to see dogs and strollers. I went last year, and it was a lot of fun. There's going to be a whole lot of people wearing tablecloths and crazy outfits. And I'm going to go shirtless, which should be fun. So, if anybody starts throwing up, I'm going to put my shirt back on. I'm telling you that right now. So we're going to do that tomorrow. I'm giving you the overtime special today. Today's the Easter extravaganza. Sons of Desfo busted. The son of Rebecca Jones, a former Florida Health Department staffer who dubiously claims she was asked to doctor the COVID-19 data, was arrested this year for allegedly threatening to shoot up his school. Her 13-year-old son was charged with a second-degree felony Wednesday. You can't. It's a felony to even threaten to shoot up your school. Don't do it. The Walk of Pain. These are the royals. There's Prince, what's his face, with his wife, Princess, who's her name? And there's the other one, what's his, Harry, that's Harry. And that's Meghan Markle. That's Fred or Frank or Jim or Steve, I don't remember his name. The Pope. Pope Francis presided at a Good Friday service, but was ordered by doctors to skip an outdoor procession after being hospitalized. You know the Pope, they work 7 days a week. He's an old ass dude who's walking around working every day. I could never do it. I'd be too tired. The Pontiff, 86, took part in the Passion of the Lord service in St. Peter's Basilica in the afternoon, but had to skip the Way of the Cross procession. That's when the guy puts the cross on his back and walks as Jesus did. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that this guy who worked for them has now been arrested by the Russians. I ain't gonna be no reporter going to Russia or North Korea and getting locked up in one of them gulags. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. There's an abortion pill. It's the most popular abortion pill on the planet. It has been now, a Texas district judge has deemed it illegal. Even though it's been on the market for 20 years, he has put a freeze for the FDA. If the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration, says it ain't safe or they don't have the right, they can't do it. The Food and Drug Administration says that Coca-Cola's no good, tomorrow there ain't no more Coca-Cola. That's how it works. Future access to the most commonly used abortion method in the country was in limbo Friday following conflicting federal court rulings issued minutes apart over the legality of abortion pills mifepristone, which has been FDA approved for more than 2 decades. 2 decades. District Judge Matthew Kalmarkey, a Trump-appointed lawyer, ordered a hold on the federal approval of the thing. Now listen, whatever you feel about Trump, I don't like him. Some of you do. Whatever you feel about him, he stacked the courts with more judges than anyone, I think. You have to do the research. Ambrose could look it up. But the guy did what he was supposed to do for his party. He stacked them up. Tragic slaying of San Francisco multi-millionaire Cash App guy. This is Bob Lee. Help, someone stabbed me. They show him walking down the street, literally trying to open businesses, going, help, help. I can't watch it. I won't put it on my show. I don't recommend you watch it. I don't want to see videos where someone dies. Cash App creator Bob Lee was screaming for help moments after he was stabbed before he collapsed and died. There's a male screaming help, saying, someone stabbed me, a dispatcher can be heard saying in a 911 call. Advised he is bleeding out. He is outside on the street. He died on the street. It's horrible. ID tied to Idaho killings. University of Idaho murderer. Do you remember this piece of shit? He killed 4 people. Brian Koberger may have held on to an ID belonging to one of the victims. Koberger, 28, was arrested in Pennsylvania on December 30th, 6 weeks after Kaylee Concalves, Madison Morgan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chaplin were viciously murdered. In addition to DNA evidence tying Koberger to the grisly scene, an unsealed search warrant suggested police found unspecific identification cards in the glove box of his car. A lot of these pieces of crap keep trophies. Anti-gay slash attack. I hate this. A man walking in Midtown Wednesday was attacked by a gaggle of 7 youngsters. 3 people sent me. What the hell are you doing over there, A gaggle. When have you ever heard of a group of kids called a gaggle? A man walking in Midtown Wednesday was attacked by a gaggle of 7 youngsters who he said hurled anti-gay slurs at him before stabbing him and kicking him and punching him. Raphael Ribot, 44, was walking on 10th Avenue and 43rd Street, it's my neighborhood, at around 11:30 when he was surrounded by the horde who unprovoked began yelling anti-gay epithets. That is called a hate crime. You go up and you beat up someone. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm not worth it, shorty. I'm not worth the trouble. I'm not worth it. You walk up, you stab somebody, you kick them, and you punch them, that's one thing. You start throwing in the N-word or the G-word or any of that, that's called a hate crime, and now it becomes a whole nother ballgame. And rightfully so. Guys, I think I'll call it a day. I got kids over here. I don't know what this kid's doing. It's not a dog. That's a kid. You want to see what he looks like? I think he's doing it for me. There he is. Let's make him famous. You want to be famous? You want to be on the show? There you are. You're on the show. Tesla. You want to Tesla? Tesla has chopped prices again. Tesla cut prices. I think they really got a lot of people upset because their prices were, let's say their cars were $60,000, and then on January 2nd they lowered them to $30,000. So people were like, "Yo, what the hell? I just bought a Tesla. Now you're giving $30,000 off." Now they've cut it down another $5,000. I guess they're not selling as much. I like the Tesla. I've never been in one or driven one, but they seem pretty cool. All right, what do we got going here? The Blue Jays are this one's that. The Pelicans beat the Knicks 113 to 105. The Nets beat the Magic 101 to 84. This guy plays golf. Phil Mickelson. It's another douchebag who made tens of millions of dollars, but it wasn't enough. You got to make more. You got to be greedy. You got to keep going. You can't. Let's see. Gus and Glory. I'm not doing that. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is a golfer. You've heard it here first, folks. The Orioles beat the Yankees 7-6. The Mets beat the Marlins 9-3. And I covered this yesterday. Look who's back. Back again. It's Lizzo. How do you not like Lizzo? Lizzo, look who's here. And Jack Black. Now, I love Jack Black. I just hate the beard. What's with the beard, Jack Black? He's been rocking that beard for years now. Very, very talented person. I like him. Anyways, guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to remind you, don't do as I do, do as I say. Be good and kind to each other. If I'm a douchebag, if I drop the ball, don't judge it that you should drop the ball. They got, I don't know what that is back there. Jim O'Connor wants to know what's going on. I got kids back there just acting crazy. I've had kids over here. One kid cracked his damn skull open. The other one choked his brother out. The other kid's got a superpower penis. He's 7 years old. The other one fell down under my table. I had a rat standing on top of my wallet. I don't know what the hell happened today. Today was a wow one. I hope that everybody today understands that tomorrow is a very, thank you, Erwin. I'm going to say hi and goodbye to everybody out here. I got to thank Valerie, Jim O'Connor, Frank. Guys, we got a celebrity in the house. Frank has actually performed at Carnegie Hall. How many people are performing doo-wop at Carnegie Hall? Frank did. God did. Sugar Bay's in the house. God bless you. I love your comments. I always see your comments on my posts, and I can't thank you enough. Kevin Butler. Where's Kevin Butler? He is my friend. He bought me coffee 4 years ago. I will be his friend. If you buy Joe a coffee, he's going to be your friend forever. By the way, guys, we hit 830 subscribers. We're gonna be at 1,000 soon. When we're at 1,000, I'm gonna have a Patreon with videos only you guys can see. I'm gonna do shows with my shirt off. Oh damn! Girl, you gonna get me beat up in here. Up in here, up in here. We're gonna have a segment where you can buy pizza for the homeless directly. Doesn't go through me, goes straight to them. I want something like that. I want that to happen. And that's when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So I would appreciate if you would share and like and hit the, the whatever. Also our merch. Before I changed channels, we had the best merch of any YouTuber. There was nobody with better merch than us. And that's all because of Rev. We had some really amazing merch. We're going to be doing that again. Guys, it is the season to be kind and loving. It is a season, whether you're Christian or not, whatever your religion is, it's a chance to reflect and be good and do better. I have to do better. I hope that you guys can do better as well. We're going to be doing nice things for people, and I really appreciate you for tuning in. I pray that tomorrow is a beautiful day for you, where you can reach out to friends, families, enemies, anyone you haven't talked to in a while, tell you love them. We're going to be here tomorrow. We're, meaning me and you, and we're going to go up to St. Patrick's, and we are going to have a wonderful time. We're going to do I'm going to holler at some shorties, that's for sure. Unfortunately, most of the shorties are about 90 and they're wearing big ass hats, but I don't care. That's what I do. We're going to have a great time. Thank you, Sugar Babe, for tuning in. Thank you, Seashell. Thank you, Mr. Bot. I appreciate you, Rev. Thank you so much. RJ. Roy, where the hell you been, Roy? Look at Roy's in the house. Everybody say hi to Roy. They're going so quick I can't see them all. Rev's in the house. Joe Hernandez just got out of jail. Welcome home, Joe. God bless you. Thickety Wickets. It's my favorite name on the whole channel. Irwin's in his house. Karina. How did I miss Karina? I don't know. I can't see. Jim O'Connor. God bless you. Roy, Frank, everyone. Jason Francis. I go to his page every day. Kevin Butler. Valerie. I love you, Valerie. But you already know that. How could you not know that? Guys, I want to thank you. Please be kind and loving to each other. I have to make a phone call. I might be doing a walk and talk, so hang out for about 2 minutes. I just got to see if my business partner wants me to bring her some stuff. I told her I'd call her at 4. She's probably going to scream and yell at me. I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Thank you so much. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future.